Are you serious? Are you serious? More than 1,000 international scientists have dissent over this man-made global warming claims. Now, this happened back in December of 2010, but I want to thank Nick of New York for bringing this report forward as it's been republished again in the Global Research. There's a challenge now. Okay, more than 1,000 dissenting scientists. Previously, there had been 700 scientists, but now, at 4 years later, it's over 1,000 from around the globe have now challenged this man-made global warming claims made by the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel. Sounds like a New World Order thing to me, but wait a minute. Now they call it climate change. Folks, I'm not saying the climate isn't changing or there isn't extreme weather patterns happening on the earth, because there is. That is undeniable. And it's also guaranteed in prophecy that it would happen according to your Bible. Just read Isaiah 24. Talks about a pole shift, sounds being heard in the heavens, sounds from the pits. It talks about the earth reeling and rocking like a drunken man and being eventually destroyed. Read Revelation 8. Asteroid or comet or something almost like a mountain crashes into the earth, creating a wormwood effect, killing a third of the fish of the sea, burning up a third of the trees and the grass, and killing a third of the people. Are you serious? Read Revelation 16. Matter of fact, read about the wrath of God. But that's all by the hand of God. Used to be said in insurance policies, it was called an act of God. Well, now man doesn't want to submit anything to God, and it's man that wants to claim that he can destroy the planet, and it's man that wants to say he can heal the planet. And to be quite honest with you, that's exactly what the Antichrist is going to proclaim, that he has the power and the knowledge and the wisdom to heal the land. When the Bible plainly says man, sin, and idolatry is what's bringing corruption and chaos to the land, and that only God can heal it when man repents. That's the word of the Lord. Well, according to this report, 700, now 1,000 scientists from around the globe have now challenged man-made global warming claims made by the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. And former Vice President Al Gore, I met him once, shook his hand when he was running for president. Whew. Thank God for hanging chads. What? Wait a minute. This new 2010 report, 321 page, Climate Depot Special Report, updated from the 2007 groundbreaking U.S. Senate report, over 400 scientists who voiced skepticism about the so-called global warming consensus, features a skeptical voices over 1,000 international scientists, including many current and former UN IPCC scientists, who have now turned against the UN IPCC because they know it's bogus. This updated 2010 report includes a dramatic increase of over 300 additional and growing scientists and climate researchers since the last date in March of 2009. This report release coincides with the 2010 UN Global Warming Summit that's being held. It's actually climate change. 500 days until climate chaos. Now, don't misunderstand me. I do believe in climate change. It's in the Bible. It's prophesied to happen. But man, I understand man can do a little bit of here and a little bit of there with HARP or maybe a couple nukes. Man is not directing the overall climate of this earth. Man's carbon's in the skies, not getting it done. This is a God thing, and it's a harbinger warning, and soon the wrath of God will be poured out upon the earth with vials really literally released by angelic beings of God on the judgment upon humanity. Now, the more that these 300 additional scientists added to this report represents an average of nearly 4 skeptical scientists a week speaking out publicly now. It's well over 1,000 that are dissenting scientists, almost 20 times the number of UN scientists, 52, who authored this media-hyped IPCC 2007 summit report to policymakers. 52 scientists said man-made global warming. And Al Gore, are you as green as Gore? What? 52 scientists and Al Gore have convinced the world that man has the power to alter our destiny on this planet, when over 1,000 scientists are saying no, climate's changing, but it's not because of man. And I can go to the Word and tell you it's because God warned us He would send these harbinger warnings. Jesus said there would be wars and rumors of wars. Nation would rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. He said there'd be famines, pestilence, earthquakes, divers places. He also said there'd be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear of things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Who's shaken the powers of the heavens? But God Himself. His voice as a sound of many waters. The chorus of skeptical scientists' voices grew louder in 2010 as the Climate Gate scandal, which involved the upper echelon of the United Nations IPCC scientists, denoted upon the international climate movement. Quote, I view Climate Gate as science fraud, pure and simple, said a noted Princeton physicist, Dr. Robert Austin, shortly after the scandal broke. Climate Gate prompted a UN IPCC scientist to turn on each other. The United Nations IPCC scientist Eduardo Zorita publicly declared that his Climate Gate colleagues Michael Mann and Phil Jones should be barred from the UN's IPCC process. They're not credible anymore. Zorita also noted that now the the IPCC scientists had become, they've become so myopic in their view. They've insulated themselves into the four walls of the shadow government of the Luciferians, the global elitists, the New World Order with its New World policy to drive can you understand why let me tell you why climate change doctrine that says man is doing it instead of God. Here's why it's so important to you and me, besides your taxes going out of control. It's called Agenda 21. It's called depopulation. It's called the Georgia Guidestones of the New World Order that says the earth cannot handle more than 500 million people. 500 million people. If any more than that, man will destroy the world, destroy the earth, pollute it, ruin it, and end humanity, species as we know it. So the elimination of the unwanted, the less desirable, the weak among us should be eliminated according to the global elitist, the Bohemian Grove, the Bilderberg groups, the secret societies of the spirit of the Illuminati say we must bring this to an end. Now this is the beast. It's not just the spirit of the Illuminati, but it's radical Islamic views religiously. And these two, radical Islam, the Illuminati, are coming together as one, a seven-headed beast that's got 10 horns, and all those horns, those sectors of the beast, are wearing a crown, a kingship of blasphemy. They all have an antichrist spirit. They start by accusing man of himself instead of repenting of the sins in their own lives. This doctrine, secular humanistic doctrine of global warming or global climate change, man-made, is only a smokescreen for euthanasia, abortion, murder, mayhem, and elimination of the less desirable. I'm telling you, the shadow government behind all of this is bringing about the spirit of the Antichrist. Soon, Christians, the air you breathe, will be considered poisonous and pollutant to the rest of the beings on the planet. You'll be called a Christian terrorist. I already have been in the Huffington Post. It is really true. We're living in the last days. Man is calling good evil and evil good. Well, thank you, Nick of New York, for this report. Thank God there's 1,000 scientists who agree with me and only 52 that agree with Al Gore. Are you serious, Al? 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 Al, you okay? Al? Al, can you breathe? Take a deep breath, Al. That's it. It's okay, it's okay. Air's still clean. There you go, Al. Thought we lost you for a minute.